What's up guys, I'm Random Frank P, back with episode 82 of Room Tour Project, the series where we show off the best gaming setups. Last week, K. Emil from Denmark won the Amazon gift card, but we're going to switch it up from here on out. If you vote for your favorite setup on the Nice app, which I'll put in the description down below, you'll be entered to win a Razer Black Widow V2 keyboard with MX Cherry Blue switches inside. Right now we're giving away 2 of these keyboards for free, but the more people that enter, the more I'll be giving away, all the way up to 10 of these keyboards. So definitely check out that Nice app and make sure you subscribe to me on there. So hope you guys are pumped for this episode. We have some killer setups to show off, and don't forget, check the description down below. I'll have all the products you see listed down there for you. But let's start off episode 82. First up, we got Colin here with a nice triple monitor setup that matches the RGB peripherals to the light strip behind his desk, staying true to this black and teal color theme. Everything just blends together really nicely. Getting straight into the goods, he has 3 of the Acer Predator XB271HU. They're a G-Sync 144Hz display monitor, going to be great for gaming, and it's mounted nicely on this 3 monitor arm bracket here, and not a lot of cables in sight. Into his peripherals, shout out for the Lometric smart clock there, I'm a big fan of that. His mouse is Logitech G900 Chaos Spectrum, sitting on a Razer Firefly, again matching to that color strip behind his desk. And his keyboard here, this one's really cool. It's the Vortex Poker 3 RGB and has these custom blank top keycaps, which I would assume he did a really thorough sanding job here to make those RGB lights inside the Poker RGB keyboard shine through. It just looks really cool. He's got a solid choice of headphones here, going with the Beyerdynamic DT 1990 Pro cans. These are legit. For his IEMs, he has the Earsonic Velvet hooked up to the Chord Mojo DAC. This guy definitely knows what's up when it comes to audio. And then rounding out some of the other gear, he's got the Oculus Rift with those touch controllers, plus an Xbox One controller and the Mad Catz Fly 5 joystick here. And now into his PC, his case here is a Phanteks Enthoo Lux. This is the Noir edition, and inside he has the i7 6700K CPU. Got some water cooling with the LEPA Exclusion 240 on an ASRock Fatality Z170 Gaming K6 Plus motherboard, 16 gigs of HyperX Savage RAM, and 2 EVGA 1080 FTW gaming ACX3 graphics cards here, so a ton of power going on. We got a few terabytes in storage, plus a crucial SSD, so definitely a beastly build. I'd say we're starting to show off strong here. It's just a really nice setup in general, and I think the way you have the wallpaper here matching to your kind of color theme, which I think, like I said earlier, the teal is a really nice blend here. It ties everything together nicely. Next, we got Jeffrey G with this really clean black and white setup here, and I really like when I see things like this because altogether it's very well organized, and again, it's things like going the extra mile to match things like the mouse, the keyboard, the controller, the case. Having that all come together nicely on a setup like this is what really sets things like this apart. For his monitor, we have another Acer Predator. This is the X34. It's 3440 by 1440p. He's got the Corsair Gaming M65 Pro mouse with a cheap knockoff Amazon keyboard, he says. Not too sure which one that is, so I'll put that down below for you guys if you're interested. He's also got a white PS4 controller with some Amazon BT4 headphones there off to the side in front of his Logitech speakers. And then we'll take a look at his PC off to the right side of his desk, and actually this was the first case I ever owned, but this is before I knew anything about PCs and it wasn't the proper size, so I had to return it. Either way, yeah. So he has an i7 6700K CPU with the Corsair H60 liquid cooler, 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RAM, plus a GB GTX 1080 Extreme Gaming Water Force graphics card. For being a nice and compact build, everything inside looks pretty nice, helped by the white LED lights there to kind of, add some extra glow. And if he wants to take his gaming to the next level, he has the Optima GT 1080 gaming projector that he can just have on his wall. That would be crazy, and I really want to try something like this out. That's like a 120-inch TV. So alright Jeffrey G, I see your aesthetic here, and I like your dedication to matching all your peripherals to that black and white theme, and as I always say, +1 for the plan. And now we got Jeffrey B, not to be confused with the last setup from Jeffrey G. This is Jeffrey B, and he's coming in with the old Random Frank P special of having the stacked ultra-wide monitor setup here. This is like a perfect blend of my old setup and my new setup now. His desk here is the IKEA Carly in walnut, it's a really nice finish. And he's rocking 2 of the LG 34-inch ultra-wide monitors on an Amazon dual monitor stand, which is going to get the job done. And again, this is a great example of tying your setup together with the color theme. The lamp, the speakers, the case, the mic, it's all white and it really looks great. Now into the peripherals, you got the Corsair Gaming K70 RGB keyboard paired with the Logitech G900 wireless mouse on a glorious extended mouse pad. And then cleanly mounted underneath his desk, he has the Audio-Technica M50X headphones there. And speaking of which, take a look at that cable management job. Damn. No clutter, nothing hanging down, this is what's up. Then as for his PC, he has the Corsair C70 case in white, and inside is an i7 4770K CPU with the Corsair H100i liquid cooler. That's on an Asus Sabertooth Z87 motherboard, 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RAM, and an Radeon RX 480 graphics card. It's the Strix edition, plus some much appreciated SSDs, and altogether inside, it's not a bad build. In this I just had to show off, it is his Super Smash Bros. Amiibo collection. That is pretty wild. Again, gotta love the dedication. But Jeffrey B, man, you got a solid setup here, a nice bedroom setup. Shout out to Chance the Rapper up there. The IKEA Carly desk with the Alex drawers. It just all ties together so nicely. Your cable management is tops. And those stacked ultra-wide monitors always gonna have a place in my heart, and you pulled it off beautifully. RGB for days here with the blue color shining brightly in this bedroom gaming setup, highlighted very nicely by the L-shaped desk and his triple monitor setup. Having the wallpapers span across all three of the screens there is also a nice touch. Those monitors are from Asus and they're 120 Hz a piece, so they're going to be pretty damn good for gaming, and they're mounted on an Imgur monitor stand. Peripherals with the Corsair Strafe RGB keyboard with cherry red switches inside, paired with the Razer Mamba TE Chroma mouse on an extended mouse pad. And of course, the lights are flashing blue. And then off to the side, you can see his headset. It is the Razer Kraken 7.1 Chroma there, right next to his PC. Speaking of which, let's check that out. The case is the Fractal Define R5 in black, and inside is an i7 6700K CPU. We got the trusty Hyper 212 Evo from Cooler Master there, keeping that chip cool. It's on an Asus Z170A motherboard, 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RAM, and an EVGA 1080 superclocked graphics card, but everything inside, you guessed it, is blue. Whether it's the lights inside his PC, on his desk, or behind it, the RGB effect is definitely strong. So this setup does a great job with space when it comes to using those two IKEA Lindemann desks, and with the triple monitors here, this is just the definition of a gaming setup. Now I have Corey on the show probably like close to once a month now because he's always bringing out these really awesome custom modded PCs. This time we're going to be taking a look at his revamped 2017 custom desk setup. But don't worry, I'll also give you a peek at his two latest projects. He's got two LG 27-inch monitors there mounted above the desk, and for his peripherals he has a Thermaltake Esports Poseidon Z RGB keyboard with the Logitech G500S mouse on a Razer Goliathus mousepad. Also on his desk, he has a mic, which is the Audio-Technica AT2020. It's actually what I use for all my voiceovers on this show. That's hooked up to the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 audio interface. And as for audio, he's got the Audio-Technica M50X headphones, coupled with the Logitech G906 speaker setup, which you probably saw on his desk as well. But now let's get into the goods of this buttery montage, and for his specs of this custom modded PC desk, it's got the Intel 5960X CPU on an MSI X99A Godlike Carbon gaming motherboard, 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RAM, and two MSI GTX 1080s, but obviously all the modding work comes into play with this great liquid cooling job, lots of carbon fiber wrap inside the desk, give it a nice sleek look. Did a great job on the sleeved cables here to tie the color together, plus the LED lighting, got some acrylic covers on some components like the SSDs, and just altogether this desk is so unique, one of a kind, and you always do a 10 out of 10 job when it comes to your custom builds. And like I said, I'll give you a look at his other projects. This is the Project Clarity. I'm not going to go over the specs for all this because we'd be here all night, but again, just another great job. This looks really nice. Very unique look as well. Then we have this Project Infinity build, a nice white and blue color theme. Just another great look at your modding abilities, man. You've got some talent. It's always a pleasure having you on the show. You know that, and I think everyone here appreciates seeing your work as well. Alright guys, that'll do it for episode 82 of Room Tour Project. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up to show your support, and don't forget, check the description down below for all the products you saw in this episode. I'll have them listed down there for you, as well as the app Nice. You can go and download that, watch this video on there, vote for your favorite setup, and be entered to win a Razer Black Widow V2 keyboard from us for free from Nice. We'll be giving away up to 10, so do not miss out on that. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. Lastly, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Well, I'm Random Frank P. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.